Science. What is it? If you ask Merriam-Webster, she'll tell you that science is a noun, meaning the state of knowing. But if you ask me, science is blowing belief up. Look what we got here, kiddos. All this science stuff. Ooh. What does this do? Oh. Wow. This is science. A bit nutty. Why am I messing around with noxious liquids and risking severe chemical burns? Because tonight's edition of HQ is all in the name of science. Physics, biology, chemistry, Christian. All of them. I'm your mad scientist in residence, Leonardo da Vinci, Nikola Tesla, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Mr. Quizzard, Professor Think Lang, Isaac New Phone Who Dis, the freaker with the beakers, Trill Nye, Scott Rogowsky with a Y, the science guy. Putting the ask in Erlenmeyer flask with all 600,000 plus of you, over 500,000, including Valerie's boyfriend Justin, and Valerie too, I guess, just R. And happy birthdays to Jesse McCartney, fan, Heather, turning 27, Jennifer Vincent, birthday, Damien Q75, Jody Baumel, Elise Kennedy, and Joan, turning 66. Now let's take a minute to run down the scientific method, HQs, all right? It could be helpful tonight. First, you ask a question. Check. I'm going to be asking 12 of them. Then you do your background research. I did my research. Did you do yours? Next, construct a hypothesis. Here's mine. If you answer all 12 questions, you will win real cash money. Let's say 5,000 Darwins, 5,000 Dmitry Mendeleevs, $5,000. That's enough to buy a sophisticated printing and scanning machine so you can forge a Bachelor of Science. Why actually go through the trouble of schooling? At the end of our experiment, we'll analyze the data, draw a conclusion, and communicate our results. Will you be awarded a Nobel Prize in trivia? Or will you be blinded by science? If science is a state of knowing, how much do you know about knowing? What do you know about extra lives? Do you have any? If you do have them, you can use them once per game. You cannot use them on the final question. And if you want some more, how about this? Play 5 days in a row, and boom, you get an extra life. It's called streaks. That's not science. That's magic. You got that? You got the rules? Do you like the chat? If you don't, you can swipe it away. Is your phone charged? You ready to go? We're mixing up a good quiz tonight, baby. Let's get into it. With over 700,000 of you, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get this science show on the road. Numero uno. Which of these is a subatomic particle? Electron, Carmen Electra, or Voltron? Particle man, doing the things a particle can. Carmen Electra, like all former Baywatch stars, Dennis Rodman exes, and carbon-based life forms in general, is made up of electrons, about 20 octillion of them. They're negatively charged subatomic particles. Yeah, they're way down in there. 688,426 are going to be charging onto Q2. 7,800 did think Voltron. Nope. Q2. What two active ingredients combine to form the classic foaming volcano science project? Baking soda and vinegar, mayonnaise and ketchup, or salt and club soda? Tasty question here. Combine mayonnaise and ketchup and you've got Russian dressing. Essential at a deli counter, especially on those Reubens, but not at a science fair. To make that papier-mâché volcano blow its top and blow your teacher's mind, you need baking soda and vinegar. Baking soda! I got baking soda! Whoop, whoop! 668,173 of you are in love with the cocoa. Bubbling over to Q3. What one-time employee of Thomas Edison went on to invent alternating current? Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla, or Mars Volta? Tommy Eds. Tempted by Volta? Tempted by that Mars Volta there? Well, that's a band, the Mars Volta. Alessandro Volta, now that was a real science guy, but he existed long before Edison. Same with Ike. But Nikola Tesla waged a war of currents with his former boss, Tommy Edison. 422,359 of you knew it. Alternating current versus direct current, AC-DC. Tesla 1, baby. We're AC/DC bagging it and tagging it to Q4. What is the name of a famous theory proposed by Albert Einstein in 1905? Overall relativity, virtual insanity, or special relativity? You know, when Einstein proposed this theory in a paper titled On the Electrodynamics of Moving Bodies, his peers were the first in recorded history to say, "Nice one, Einstein." Before developing general relativity, he gave us a slightly less complicated version called special relativity, although it's still far too complicated for me to understand. 241,686 of you have futures made of special relativity, not virtual insanity. Jamiroquai has nothing to do with Einstein. Q5. Which of these is not considered one of the 6 simple machines? Inclined plane, pulley, or spring? We've got it simple, 'cause we've got a band. These machines might be simple, but this question is not. Heron of Alexandria identified 6 simple machines: the lever, the wheel and axle, wedge, screw, pulley, and inclined plane, but the energy-storing spring does not fit the physics definition of a simple machine. 169,207 of you are springing forward to Q6, the halfway point tonight. The geyser that results from dropping Mentos in soda is caused by the candy's reaction with what substance? Carbon dioxide, caffeine, or food coloring? We are all about foaming things up on HQ Science Night. And why not actually do this one here? We've got our HQ Cola and our Mentos. We should put the goggles on for this one. Back up, folks. Kids, do not try this at home. Oh boy! There it is. Now, you don't have to know how this reaction works to love it, but I may as well drop some knowledge on you. It's a physical reaction called nucleation. The carbon dioxide in the soda returns to its gaseous form and erupts like Van Halen. 158,883 of you are fresh and full of life. For Q7, that was fun. Which of these temperatures is closest to that of a piece of metal left in deep space? 0 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Kelvin, or absolute 0? Now, we say piece of metal, it's really anything in deep space. What's cooler than being cool? Deep space cold. Thanks to something called cosmic microwave background radiation, even in the deepest reaches of space, the temperature will be around 3 degrees Kelvin, or negative 455 degrees Fahrenheit. 55,089 of you are absolutely fabulous. It's not absolute 0, it's well above it, actually. Q8. Which set of items did a U.S. astronaut drop on the moon to prove Galileo's equivalence principle? 1 pound and 10 pound weights, lead and aluminum, or a hammer and a feather? Now, if I actually did this experiment live for you tonight, it would not work as well as it did when astronaut David Scott of Apollo 15 tried this to validate the findings of Galileo. He simultaneously let go of a hammer and a feather from the same height, and with little help from the total absence of air, they landed on the moon's surface at the same time. 48,808 of you are saying, "Please, hammer, don't hurt him." You're getting Q9 tonight on this Science Night. Q9, Rosalind Franklin was only posthumously recognized for her pioneering research in what field? Astronomy, paleontology, or chemistry? You've heard of Watson and Crick, right? They discovered the double helix in 1953. Well, Rosalind's data was instrumental in that breakthrough, but sadly her premature death at the age of 38 meant that her contributions in the field of chemistry were not fully appreciated during her lifetime. 29,364 of you know you're Rosalind Franklin, and you're all about those Benjamin Franklins tonight. $5,000, 50 Ben Franks, Q10, or 500 Ben Franklins. What am I talking about? It's a science show, not a math show. Q10, the inverse relationship between a fluid's speed and its pressure is named for a scientist from where? Italy, France, or Switzerland? Wait, now I'm second-guessing myself. 50 times 100? Oh, boy. I should not even bring it up. Slow-moving fluid exerts more pressure than fast-moving fluids. And fluids can be liquids or gases. This is relevant to airplanes. That's why airplanes can lift. And blood flow, which is what set Daniel Bernoulli on the trail to his famous principle, the Bernoulli principle. You've heard of that? Making him one of the great scientific heroes of Switzerland. Yeah, his name sounds Italian, but his family came from Belgium. He was born in the Netherlands. No Italian in his background. 10,431 of you are Swiss Mrs. and Misters tonight. Q11. Buffalo, New York was the site of what key 20th century invention? Photocopying, modern air conditioning, or instant film? That's right. All of these inventions came from the Empire State. Instant film, A.K.A. Polaroid, was courtesy of Edwin Land, invented in New York City. New York City sitting pretty. Photocopying also happened first in New York City by Chester Carlson. But thanks to Willis Haviland Carrier, modern AC came to us from the Nickel City 716. I'm talking about Buffalo, Duff's, Gabriel's Gate, Beef on Weck, 3,768. Knew that one, and we are shuffling off to the final round. Q12, folks. You came so far, you got one question to go. It all boils down to this. Boil, 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 bubble, bubble, bubble. Cue the sound effects. $5,000 on the line. Who's going to make that money move tonight? Q12. One of two elements Marie Curie helped discover pays tribute to her what? Homeland, a relative, or her lab partner? Marie Curie, born Maria Sklodowska. She was awarded the Nobel Prize twice for physics in 1903 and chemistry in 1911. And together with her husband Pierre, Marie Curie discovered both radium and polonium. Radium, named for the Latin word for ray, makes sense, she got radioactive. And polonium, named for her homeland and mine, Poland. Yes, her homeland's the answer, and 1,697, you've proved to be our winners tonight, baby! That's right. 50 Benjamin Franklins were up for grabs. I was right the first time. $5,000 split 1,697 ways. That's $2.94 or 95 cents to our big winners tonight. We started with over 700,000 via. That means a lot of you were blinded by science tonight. No Adam Savage questions, however. We came close, but a very good game. And fun had by all. Congrats to Heather Retro, CJ Jonesin with a little doggy dog, Athena M. Ooh, Nino LG win some money. Deathly Duo, Morsage, Del Funk, Leslie Heindel. Congratulations to all of you. You did it. You got some shekels in your pocket. Go out and buy some science stuff. I don't know, Mentos. I'm Scott Rogowsky signing off for tonight. I hope you had fun. Come back tomorrow, 9 p.m. That's right, we're live every night this summer, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And Sunday night, our big money Sunday game. Never miss a Sunday show. $25,000 prize Sunday. You won't want to miss that one. Did you have fun? This was good, right? And great day to be celebrating science on the day Scott Pruitt got sent out the door. I'm a better Scott. I'll see you later. Signing off saying, according to my calculations, the robots won't go berserk for at least 24 hours. Oh, I forgot to carry the Y. Woo!